there is this country and city in Africa that every African should know. Every black man in the world should know. Because this city holds the history. This city holds the importance. This city is a representation of the liberty of an African. This city is a representation, the symbol of the struggle of our forefathers, the slaves, the brunt they went through. This city holds the history of the lives that we are lost. This history has a representation of the entire Africa in it. In this city, in this country, there's nothing about Africa that is not there. When you talk about slavery, when you talk about suffering, when you talk about the inhumane treatment we went through as Africans, this city holds it. This city tells it. And this city celebrates our struggle. This city celebrates our fight for liberty, peace, freedom, and unity. Each and every African country that suffered slavery has representation in this city. And this city is called Freetown. It is called Freetown because when all the slaves were returned from overseas, the land they came to was called Freetown because they were free. And it is a town for free slaves. So they all settled there. The Ghanaians settled, the Nigerians settled, the Congolese settled, the Ivorians settled, the Madagascarians settled, the Beninois, the Cameroonians, each and everyone settled. Up to date in Sierra Leone, when you go to Congo-Ton, the Congolese are there. When you go to Mauritania, you find the Ghanaians there. When you go to Frobe, you find the Nigerians there. When you go to Leicester, you find the Gambians there. When you go to Leicester, you find the Cameroonians there. When you go to Gloucester, you find the Beninois there. When you go to all around Freetown, you find each and every African country that suffered slavery has a community in Freetown, and it is a representation of the struggle of Africa. So these free slaves were settled there. That is where Africa settled. So if you happen to be an African, your second home is Sierra Leone. If you happen to be a black living outside Africa, be it black European, black American, black Asian, anywhere you find yourself, you ought to know about Sierra Leone because it holds the story, the history about your ancestors, the history about who you are. It is only right that we know who we are by knowing this city that has up till now communities of the various countries in Africa that suffered slavery. Endeavor to know about this city.